Hello, everyone. I'm Greg Look. Thank you for joining me, and welcome back to episode 103 of Factorio with Angels and Bob's Mods. Where between episodes, I just killed a bunch of biter bases up here around this Givolite deposit and down here around these two Sephiroth deposits. Because we need all of that for iron ore. We're gonna mix it and stuff. In the interest of actually getting somewhere, though, I think we will just mine both Sephiroth and Givolite from up here. Still put it on trains and bring it somewhere separate where we can, in the future, also process even more ore. So I think that will be the plan for now. So let's go up here and start mining this stuff and crushing it. Doesn't make sense to crush it locally, actually. Is it less dense crushed? Wait, this is the same thing, sorry. This is the ore. This is crushed. No, 30 to 30. And then the stone. But we can handle the stone, right? Or should we handle the stone? If we ship the geovolite ore instead of crushing it first, then we bring all of the ore to one combined. Well, what do we do? What do we do? We bring these two ores to the area where we want to sort it. We crush it there, and then we only have to handle the crushed stone in one location instead of at every outpost we do. That does seem a little bit more. Well, it seems to make sense to me. Of course, we do add this extra step to our iron ore sorting facility on all ores for that matter. I guess every ore will make crushed stone when crushed. But that's fine, I think. Because we make all of the mining outposts a lot less complex. It sounds like a good idea right now, at least. So until I change my mind, let's go with that idea. Just thinking a bit more about it. Not changing my mind yet, don't worry, but. So down here, we are currently handling the stone. But that's also because we are doing all of the crushing and stuff here. Whereas if we just exported the raw ore, we could get, well, rid of all of this basically. Or everything, actually, except for the mining, of course. And then we would have the crushed stone somewhere else where we would turn it into slag slurry, and then we would export it from there instead from here, instead of from here. And I think that would all be good. Now we're just exporting it from, well, however many ore sorting facilities we will need, instead of from every mining outpost that we have, and I think that's a good idea. So that is still what we're going to do. We need some power up here and we need some miners, and then we need to add some air filtering. So I guess that's the first step. Let's not bring any of this then. I think I'm getting ahead of myself thinking that we can do this air filtering right now, but let's still do it. Miners belt. Maybe just a little bit of rail to plan the station. Sure. And minus this stuff. Robopods for the air filtering. And anything else? Robots? We don't have a lot, but we will make do with that, I guess. Okay, let's just get started. Bring power. It is gonna be a very simple outpost, this one, so it shouldn't really be a lot of problems. Oh, we have some mark for collection here, apparently. That's fine. Okay. Let's just start with the separate. And we will just be careful not to... Or will we be careful? We can just sort it. Maybe we actually just start right here. Sure, why not? This should already be mining both duolite and sapphirite then. This seems to be running out soon though. It's not a lot of ore in this. This is a lot more dense, but that doesn't really matter. We do need it 1-to-1, right? For the sorting. Yes, we do. But that's okay. Okay, that's a start. And these two belts will be the only one containing both sapphirite and duolite. You can't reach anything from up here, nope. Good. I'm so glad they made this a lot easier to run, I guess. If you want it to be, well, in a grid at least. Earlier, this would just not connect and go all the way to out here, because it can connect them. Or here, I guess, because then it can power that one. But they have made it so that I can make it in a grid, which I like. Okay, so we need filtering here. Only duolite goes to the right. Here. No, not here. Yes, here. To the right. And sapphirite goes to the left. How are we going to do this? Something like that. That should work at least. And we should probably prioritize the input for these. Just, whoops, that's output. Input. Just so any duolite or a little bit of duolite over here won't block all of the sapphirite from here. And the same thing over here. From the right. Yes, please. And we can basically have the ends of all of our belts right here. So how are we going to do the train stations? We do this. This might be able to handle something like 8 belts. At least 8 yellow belts. Sure. I mean, we have been over-engineering a lot of stuff, which has just taken a lot of time that we didn't necessarily need to spend. So let's just not go fully ham here and just design for what we need right now, which is just some amount of both of these ores. So this will be one of them. This will be the other. We need to go the other direction from here though. Gone too far there, it seems. This should be correct. Oh no, we can't do this. Really? Have we not done something similar down here? What is different in this from what we are doing now? That it isn't this rail we are being blocked by, it's the next one. Well, we will just have to do this. Oh, stop. I still can't have that one. We can do that. Not the prettiest solution ever, but it will make do, I guess. We need more of these. And maybe we should have made more space here for actually running belts along and having balancers. So I guess we move this out to around here. Pollution is not too bad from the little amount we have mined still. That's good. This is a little bit sad. We actually need more filtering there, it seems. At least if it starts spreading. I guess we're just consuming more power now than we were earlier. Even if it doesn't seem like a lot. This has still not been filtered, but it's so far from any bases, and as long as it's not running more than it is now, then it seems to be okay. Let's just have a look at our iron supply. It is out actually. Okie dokie. Good thing we got the duolite down here running again, so we actually produce some amount of iron ore. Good. Well, that should be a bit better. Well, we basically just need a balancer for this, right? Sure. Oops. And then we just put 4 belts in here. Let's keep the Saphirite at the bottom here. And I will just put these in even though we don't need them here, just in case we need to expand up at some point. I think we shall just add some more mining. Because at least the Saphirite seems to be a little bit low. What sort of stuff will infinite mining here need? So sulfuric acid, is that the case for both of them? Hydrofluoric acid, okay, so we need 2 different types of acid. Let's actually put those up to the north. Yeah, let's just make some more space in between here, so we don't have to shift the Givolite belts as well. And we need robots and a fuel depot. And then we are basically done. Of course, we still need to bring power here, and that's all fine. And we need to filter some air, that should also be fine. So if we actually bring in fuel to all of our, for example, Saphirite mining outposts, we actually need to be able to distinguish them. We can't just all call them all Saphirite fuel, because then the train will only go to one of them at a time and then go to other things. So I guess we will have to separate one. I think it's number one. We don't have any other separate mining yet, right? We can just call this separate though. I think this is still all experimental for me at least. If we can just name all of our supply depots the same thing and have trains just go to them and then limit how many trains we allow going to each station. We need to get a bit further in before we can actually test that. Good. So, power for this will come from down here. And here's our junction. Actually, let's go with this. Oh, I'm messing up the power poles now. Oh well. How did I mess up this? Okay, like that. Wait. Oh yeah, yeah. We just need to keep removing these. And we're out of rail because I didn't bring a lot. Also, this doesn't really need to be all the way up here. Let's just bring in a train and grab some more rail. We're blocking out here anyway. Do we need anything else here? I think this is everything. Just because we decided to keep it simple and not actually handle the crushed stone. Good. Okay, let's find our fuel train and add separate one fuel. We do have a separate depot somewhere. Where is that? Well, you can actually just go grab more fuel. You don't have to come here without any. I guess I can distribute what I had for my tank. And robots. And start requesting this. Don't put 20 there, please. Yeah, we need to filter this pretty soon. Where do we have a Saphirite station? I guess we can find that in here. Saphirite. Wait, what? Oh yeah, of course, we did just call this Saphirite. That makes sense. Stupid me. Wait, something is wrong here. We get Saphirite, Duolite in here somehow. How is this mining Duolite? Oh, we have Duolite all the way down here. This does not. I don't want to add more filtering here, so let's just mine this up to here. And then just grab all of the Duolite from in here. Okay. So, shall we just move on to the filtering of air? I guess that is the most important step right now. This pollution will keep spreading. So let's put on some chunk markings. And do we have a blueprint for this? Probably not. Nope. So this is the basic thing. I think we will need a bit more dense filtering here, but we can take care of that later. One thing though is that we want to actually use normal robobots for this. So I think we shall just make a new design for this. You could also just make a design that always have two of these. Is that better? So something like this. How is it best to do this? Also, these are not powered, so not the best design ever. I do prefer to keep it without an extra power pole, to be honest. I'm not sure what we did. Yeah, we could keep it all in one here. So if we just remove this for now, we can see that this can input and output from there. I know this is a bit wasteful, just bear with me please. So we could do this. In, out, out, in. At least it's somewhat pretty. I think we can also do something like this. But then again, we're still using too many chests. more chests than we really need, at least. We could have the chest up here, that could be okay. I think we will just go with the extra chests. Screw it. I do think I prefer this one though. Something like that. Let's put this in the corner of this chunk. Because then I know I also need one in this corner. And then we need one of these in between. That is correct distance. And these reach each other, yes, good. Of course, for filtering, we need to clean the filters. And we need coal for that, so we also need a coal depot. We can move up from here, it will just be a bit more... Well, the pollution for these cleaners will be more dense, but we can just put in more there then. Let's do it. Now I really want to move all of this one tile down just to have this standing on the border as well, but let's not do that. That would be a bit much. How do we... do this? That is the correct distance, yes, good. And we need to clear this chunk, so let's just go one further north. Whoops. And of course I don't have any radars here, so I can't see what I want to copy down here. What are we short on? Inserters of all things. Let's go grab a blueprint of this stuff down here, and then we can grab some stuff from a train. I think we still have inserters. I might be wrong about that though. Doesn't look like it. I can produce them though, so let's start doing that. Also need all of these, and we do have 36 robots. That's not gonna be enough, but... Well, let's finish the filtering first, then we can fix everything else afterwards. Let's just make sure that we put down the inserters over here. What is it it's trying to remove out here? Okay, nothing. I might have gotten it then. Let's keep going. with these. Good. But unfortunately, that's all we have time for in this episode. So thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.